opponents with it again. And to Crosby, he scores!
Sidney Crosby is a hockey mastermind. He's so patient with the puck that defenders freeze up waiting for his next move. As goalies commit too early, he calmly waits that extra split second before placing the puck perfectly in the net. Opponents are amazed and frustrated by Crosby's ability to slow the game down to his pace. But how did he develop this incredible patience on the ice, and what makes his approach so different from other NHL centers? If you're amazed by Crosby's incredible patience on the ice, don't wait another second. Hit that subscribe button and join us for more stories about hockey's greatest players. His journey from a basement in Nova Scotia to becoming one of the greatest NHL players is a testament to his dedication. Trust me, the young Sidney Crosby's path to greatness will make you see the game in a whole new way. You won't want to miss what comes next. The road to becoming hockey's most patient player started when Crosby was just a kid in Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. He always had a special connection with the game, practicing for hours in his basement by shooting pucks at the family dryer. While other kids would rush their shots and plays, young Sidney would take his time, studying goalie movements and finding the perfect moment to strike. When he joined his first organized team at age 5, his coaches noticed something different about Crosby. Unlike the other children who chased the puck like bees to honey, Sidney would hang back, wait for the right opportunity, then make his move. His early coaches helped him develop his timing and reading of the game. They would set up special drills where Sidney had to wait for a specific signal before shooting, training his mind to resist the urge to rush. Crosby never actually took the college route that many North American players follow. Instead, he jumped straight to major junior hockey after dominating minor hockey leagues. His choice came down to several Canadian Hockey League teams, but he eventually picked Rimouski because of their strong development program and the chance to play in Quebec's intensely competitive league, where his patience could be truly tested. But his first weeks weren't easy. When I got there, I was 16 years old playing against guys who were 20, 21, Crosby admitted. You get knocked around a lot and you figure out pretty quickly if you want to keep going or not. Thankfully, while adjusting to the faster pace, Crosby found a crucial mentor in Rimouski's coaching staff. They saw Crosby's natural patience, but knew it needed refinement against better competition. They'd regularly stay after practice with Sidney, running specialized drills focused on puck protection and creating space. At first, coaches tried Crosby on the wing to ease his defensive responsibilities, but his playmaking abilities were too valuable in the middle of the ice. By mid-season, he was centering Rimouski's top line, using his patience to make plays others couldn't see. Over his 2 years with the Oceanic, Crosby racked up an astonishing 303 points in just 121 games and was twice named Canadian Hockey League Player of the Year. Even as teams designed their entire game plans around stopping him, Crosby's patience only grew stronger. He'd simply wait out defenders, finding the exact moment when they made a mistake. After his junior hockey masterclass, Crosby was ready to take his patience style to the NHL, and talent scouts couldn't say enough good things about him. According to the NHL's official pre-draft report, Crosby was the most complete offensive prospect in a generation. He had all the tools to change a franchise overnight with his remarkable vision and playmaking abilities. But there were still some whispers. Could his patient approach work in the lightning-fast NHL, where players had less time to make decisions? And at just 5 feet 11 inches and 200 pounds, would he be able to create enough space to use his patience effectively? All those questions would soon be answered. With the first overall selection in the 2005 NHL entry draft, the Pittsburgh Penguins are proud to select, from the Rimouski Oceanic, Sidney Crosby. The Penguins' general manager at the time was Craig Patrick, and Patrick knew how to build a champion. He had been part of the 1980 Miracle on Ice USA Olympic team as assistant coach and had previously built the 1991 and 1992 Stanley Cup winning Penguins around Mario Lemieux, who was still active at the beginning of Crosby's rookie season. However, Lemieux retired mid-season, leaving a significant void. But even they couldn't prepare Crosby for the challenge that came next. The Penguins were a struggling team, finishing last in their division the previous season. Without established veterans like Lemieux for the entire season, 18-year-old Crosby was immediately thrust into a first-line center role, expected to be the face of a rebuilding franchise. That's a lot for anyone, much less a teenager who was still learning the professional game. But he handled it like a seasoned pro. He basically lived at the practice facility, studying video of NHL goaltenders and defensemen to learn their tendencies, figuring out exactly how long he could hold the puck against different opponents. Playing in all 81 games as a rookie, Crosby recorded 102 points, 39 goals, and 63 assists, becoming the youngest player in NHL history to reach the 100-point mark. With his patient playmaking at the center of everything good happening in Pittsburgh, he finished second in Calder Trophy, voting for Rookie of the Year behind only Alexander Ovechkin. The hockey world was beginning to understand that Crosby's patience wasn't just a quirk, it was his superpower. In Crosby's second year, his patience started paying off for the entire team. Once again leading all scorers with 120 points, he took home the Hart Trophy as league MVP and the Art Ross Trophy as scoring champion at just 19 years old. But the real transformation came in the 2008 to 2009 season, when Crosby's patient approach fully clicked with the Penguin system. Instead of trying to rush through defenders, he'd circle back, reset plays, and wait for the perfect opening. This controlled style spread throughout the team, and suddenly Pittsburgh became a powerhouse. A notable example of Crosby's impact came during the 2009 Stanley Cup Finals against Detroit. While Max Talbot scored both goals in Game 7, Crosby's leadership and patience were instrumental in Pittsburgh's championship win. His ability to control the pace of the game and create scoring opportunities under pressure was a key factor in their success. This marked Pittsburgh's first Stanley Cup since 1992. Teammates often marveled at how Crosby's style elevated their game. His vision and ability to hold onto the puck long enough to find the perfect pass made him a joy to play with. Many have noted that Crosby seems to anticipate plays before they happen, making him a master strategist on the ice. Opponents frequently praised Crosby's strategic approach, likening it to playing chess while others played checkers. His patience was not just about waiting for openings. It was about dictating the flow of the game. This made him incredibly difficult to defend against, as he could wait for defenders to commit before making his move. During a regular season game against Philadelphia in 2010, Crosby famously held the puck behind the net for nearly 15 seconds, causing 3 different Flyers defenders to chase him before he calmly found an open teammate for an easy goal. This play showcased Crosby's patience and skill, leaving opponents frustrated and impressed. Crosby's patience wasn't just winning games, it was breaking his opponent's will to compete. On February 28, 2010, Crosby's skill was on full display for the entire world during the Winter Olympics gold medal game in Vancouver. With Canada and the United States tied in overtime, Crosby received a pass near the half boards and quickly scored the golden goal that gave Canada Olympic gold on home ice. Crosby's patience is often showcased in critical situations, where he uses his exceptional vision to find openings and make crucial plays. His ability to wait for the right moment, even under immense pressure, has been a hallmark of his career. In numerous games, Crosby has demonstrated his willingness to hold onto the puck until the perfect opportunity arises, leading to scoring chances that others might miss. Crosby's approach to the game emphasizes timing and anticipation. He understands that patience is not just about moving slowly, but about knowing exactly when to make a move. Sometimes holding the puck for just a fraction of a second longer is all it takes for a defense to break down. This strategic approach has made him a master of creating scoring opportunities. Perhaps his most impressive display of patience came in the 2017 Eastern Conference Finals against Ottawa. With the Senators playing a tight defensive system, Crosby repeatedly held the puck along the boards, drawing defenders to him before finding teammates cutting to open space. Throughout the series, Crosby's ability to create plays under pressure was critical. His patience allowed him to break Ottawa's defensive scheme, contributing to Pittsburgh's series win. Crosby's patience wasn't just winning games, it was breaking his opponent's will to compete. In January 2011, Crosby's patience was tested in a way no one expected. He took a hit to the head during the Winter Classic from Washington Capitals forward David Steckel. Then another blow 4 days later against Tampa Bay from Lightning defenseman Victor Hedman, resulting in a severe concussion. These injuries kept him off the ice for nearly a year and threatened to end his career at just 23 years old. During this dark period, his patience became his greatest asset off the ice. While many players would have rushed back too soon, Crosby took his time with recovery, carefully following doctor's orders and listening to his body. The hardest part wasn't the physical symptoms, Crosby admitted. It was fighting that voice telling me to hurry back. I had to accept that healing happens on its own schedule, not mine. When he finally returned in November 2011, Crosby played 8 games before recurring symptoms forced him out of the lineup again. Throughout 2012, his future remained uncertain. But rather than trying to be the same player he was before, Crosby patiently rebuilt his game. He worked with vision specialists to retrain his spatial awareness and spent countless hours adjusting his style to protect himself better while maintaining his effectiveness. Dr. Michael Collins, the concussion specialist who treated Crosby at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, noted, "What separated Sidney in his recovery was his extraordinary patience. Most athletes want to rush back to exactly what they were doing before. Sidney understood that recovery isn't linear, and he was willing to build back step by step, which ultimately allowed him to return at an even higher level." By 2013, Crosby had fully transformed his game. He became more selective about the battles he fought along the boards, and developed a quicker release on his shot to avoid unnecessary contact. Yet through all these changes, his core strength, his patience with the puck, remained. In fact, it became even more pronounced. As he got older and lost some speed, Crosby relied even more on his ability to slow the game down and find the perfect moment to make a play. Sidney Crosby's patient approach has completely transformed how centers play in the NHL. Before him, centers were often valued primarily for their speed or shooting ability, but Crosby showed that controlling the pace of play and waiting for the perfect opportunity could be even more devastating. Now, teams specifically look for centers who can slow the game down in the offensive zone rather than just racing up and down the ice. Young players coming into the league today have grown up studying Crosby's patient style. Nathan MacKinnon, another Nova Scotia native and NHL star, has spoken about watching Crosby's games on repeat as a teenager. "What amazed me wasn't the goals, it was how he'd hold onto the puck when everyone else would have gotten rid of it. That patience is something I've tried to copy my whole career." This Crosby effect has raised the overall skill level across the league. Even now, well into his 30s, Crosby continues to evolve his patient style. He's added new elements to his game, like an improved one-timer that punishes defenders who give him too much space while waiting for him to make a move, but the core of his game remains the same. He still has that rare ability to make time slow down when the puck is on his stick. His status as the most patient center in NHL history isn't just about highlight reel plays, it's about how he's used that patience to power one of the most decorated careers ever. 3 Stanley Cups, 2 Olympic gold medals, 1 World Cup of hockey, and multiple individual awards. But perhaps more importantly, he's shown a generation of players that sometimes the best move is the one you don't make right away. That patience isn't just a virtue, it's a weapon. And no one in hockey history has wielded that weapon more effectively than Sidney Crosby. If you've made it this far, you've seen why Crosby's patience changed hockey forever. Take a moment now to hit subscribe. It's the best way to never miss another story about the legends who transformed the game we love. Drop a comment below sharing your favorite Crosby moment, and I'll see you next time with another hockey icon whose story deserves to be told. Until then, remember, sometimes the most powerful play is the one you wait for.